keep on shining. Why does the sea rush to shore? Don't they know it's the end of the world? 'Cause you don't love me anymore. Why do the birds go on singing? Why do the stars blow up by? Don't they know it's the end of the world? It ended when I lost your love. I wake up in the morning and I wonder why everything's the same as it was. I can't understand, no, I can't understand how life goes on the way it does. Why does my heart keep on beating? Why do these eyes of mine cry? Don't they know it's the end of the world? It ended when you said goodbye. I wake up in the morning and I wonder why everything's the same as it was. I can't understand, no, I can't understand how life goes on the way it does. Why does my heart keep on beating? Why do these eyes of mine cry? Don't they know it's the end of the world? It ended when you said goodbye.
All right, welcome everybody to the channel. Good to see in chat Vic and Cat Eyes. Now this is the type of update video that I enjoy giving, because the last year it's been kind of crazy. So, let me 1 second. Good evening, Brave Little Toaster. Good to see you. Try and get my screen set up here. So, if you haven't noticed, I changed the name to my channel for the 1000th time. Except this name is here to stay. Good to see you, JFK. Welcome. This channel name is here to stay for a very, very, very long time. Even in the future, when I start doing some van life content again or traveling, camping, this channel will still be the same name or same channel, because the genre fits regardless. So over the past couple of months, I've been really busting my ass working as hard as I possibly could, and it's paid off. And well, now I found myself a little place in the Black Hills, little cabin. Cabin slash house. It does kind of feel on the inside of it right now more of a home than it does a cabin, but the outside definitely is kind of like a brick and wood cabin. But I'm going to be making the inside of it more into a cabin, if that makes sense. Because I am paying into owning the house and the property, I can actually make some changes on the inside that if you were just regular renting, you probably couldn't or wouldn't want to, because most people don't want to invest their own money if they're renting. If they're potentially could just move out and not own it anymore. So I'm going to be making some changes. The first thing on my list is I'm going to be creating some content on this channel, similar to what I did with the camper van, how I built the camper van out, went live sometimes when working or posted videos. So I'll be posting some not build videos, but renovation videos on the cabin and changes that are going to be made to it. And I'll be doing things, activities, adventures, the Black Hills, which will be going on this channel as well. And, just living life in the mountains in the cabin, I think, is interesting content. There's already some people out there that do that. Yep, homestead living. Also going to be adding some solar panels to the house, because let me get my shared screen on here for you guys. Because there's actually a really great place for solar. Hey, good to see you, Red Hood. Welcome in. Show you guys what I'm talking about here. Let's see if I can blow this image up. It's not going to let me. Okay. Oh, I could zoom in. Well, anyways, you get to the far out. All right. So as you can see, the porch area that's got the tin roof, kind of on this angle right here, gets direct sunlight, open, not obstructed sunlight. So I'm going to be doing kind of like what I did in my camper van. I'm going to be adding some solar panels. I do have electricity, so I just got electric signed up today. I have it scheduled to be turned on by next Monday, because you could actually schedule electric. I guess it's automatic, where they just flip a switch from their facility and it turns my power on the meter. But I decided not to start electricity until next Monday, because I really am not going to have a lot of time this week to do anything anyways, and there's no sense in paying for electricity if I'm not even living there yet, and I'm not even there working the rest of this week, because I'm pretty full up with working with a job. So I've been scheduled for Monday, so I'll be able to do more on Monday. But anyways, it has power. The average electricity bill in this place is about $130 a month. That's average. Wintertime, it's slightly higher, about $150, they said. Because I asked these questions when I signed when I set up my electric account today. And they basically told me like wintertime and into summertime is slightly higher, but during summertime and fall, it's around 130. So I think if I add some solar panels on here and get the permit, to have the solar panels, because you still have to do the permit for it, I can tie it into the house and during the daytime, it might ease my power bill a little bit, which would be nice. And since I'm going to own the property, I might as well add solar, right? Because it's only going to be benefiting me. So that's one of the things I'll be doing. I'll be making a video on doing in the future. I'm not going to do that initially. I'll probably wait to do that once I'm in there. I do already have low voltage LEDs, so all my lights in the apartment are coming with me. And I am actually in talks right now with the original landlord in purchasing my red chairs, my famous red chairs in my short videos from the apartment. I'm in talks of purchasing those because brand new they were about $200, and I'm going to see what he's willing to take for them, because I actually really like these chairs. And I think these red chairs would look amazing in the cabin or in the house in the living room area with the table that I got. The table's mine, or the little end table here. And another thing I'm going to try and purchase as well is the dresser. I probably won't have as good as luck with the dresser, but if so, I like the dresser that's in my bedroom too. Otherwise, I just got to go buy a bunch of new stuff. You'll need a hell of a lot of solar panels, or you could just get yourself like 6 200-watt solar panels. I think that would do the trick, because if you're not, I don't see myself using a lot of electricity aside from maybe summer and winter, electric heaters or air conditioning. Aside from that, like everything else is LED, computer, or cell phone. Like I don't have anything crazy. But yeah, solar startup, it's definitely not cheap, but it is one of those things where I could just, each month add a solar panel, add a solar panel, add a solar panel. Wait, hold on. You should get a rusty black table where you can spurg rant. Oh my gosh. Oh, 400 watt. Well, I guess this is true. I'm not living in a camper van anymore, so I would probably need a little bit more electric. Um, yeah, but the good thing is it does have power already, like actual power, and that covers everything. $130 a month on average, give or take, isn't really that much money. In the grand scheme of things, in the apartment I'm currently living at, it was listed for $550. I didn't have the full security deposit to move in, so the deal that I made to move into this particular place was I would just pay $800 flat rate every single month going forward, which does include electric and water and trash. But all of that was already included at $550 a month, the original asking price. But he wanted first, last, and security to move in, so I negotiated to get into this apartment by just saying I can afford $800 right now. I'll pay a little bit more each month. Can I move in? So I essentially right now I'm paying $800 a month for a tiny apartment where everything is included. For this cabin in the woods, I would be paying $600 a month for the property, which is being paid towards the deed. So eventually, I would end up paying into and owning the property in the future. And then on top of that, you have utilities. So it's like $50 a month for water, trash, and sewer, plus 130 for life. So it ends up kind of being a wash. It's going to come out to being what I'm paying right now. Basically, like exactly what I'm paying right now is altogether what this house is going to cost me, and I'll have so much room in this house. Like the little videos that I took today really didn't do it justice, and it's a pretty big inside. Like the basement itself goes like half the length of the cabin underneath, and I could probably do something really cool with the basement because it's pretty wide open. Like if I get some really cool lighting in there, I was honestly thinking about turning the basement into a game room, like where I go do my games, instead of doing it in the living room, where I can control the lighting in there, and go with like a projector. So I might even do something like that in the basement. That way, I don't take away from the aesthetics of the cabin look on the inside of the house living area. But there's also, let me get over to this other screen, there's also in the back of this property, and the whole entire property is completely fenced. But here's the basement, or like an image of the basement. Very blurry, grainy picture my phone camera took because it sucks. But anyways, to the left of this image, it keeps going a little bit, and then like to where it's dark, it wraps around that wall. So like the basement is like pretty wide open. You can make a really cool game room out of the basement, I think. And it's a safe place to go if there's like tornadoes, which is another thing. But where's the image I wanted to pop on the screen here? Is it none of these? Oh, yeah. All right, so this right here is not the cabin. So this structure that you can see here on the screen, that's the garage slash workshop slash shed. Like it's huge and it has power hooked up to it. Um, like it's all on the same meter. So this is a building in itself right here. And I can park one of my vehicles in it if I wanted to, or I could just turn it into a shed or workshop. You know, I could maybe, who knows, I might be getting a camper van in the next couple of months. I don't really tell you guys these things, but I might be getting another van in the next couple of months, and I'll have an actual fucking workshop I could pull the van into and work on the van camper inside and have a complete area with tools, you know, a place for tools, power, all that. Also, to the left of this, you can't really see it in this image, but to the left, if I were to zoom in here a little bit, you'll see a little structure. There is a mini cabin that was built on the property that comes with the house. It doesn't have running water, it doesn't have a bathroom, but it's kind of like a little hangout area. But it's a cabin or a little cabin on the inside with wood furnishing, really nice on the inside of it, actually. That is going to be pretty useful for me because I could do my music in that. I can actually soundproof it to be acoustically to continue on with my music. So all of this is included for like $600 a month. The reason the rent is so cheap, by the way, because I know it's like kind of wild. The reason the rent is so cheap for me is because I'm going to be taking it on when it's at its worst. Like it needs a lot of work. The floors are all fucked up. It's going to need new vinyl flooring. The carpet in the living room is old. It either needs to be shampooed or torn up. I'm probably just going to tear it up. Well, I take that back. I am going to try and shampoo it when I move in. I'm just going to go rent a shampooer and try and shampoo it. And if it works, great. If not, then I'll just tear it up. Put vinyl. And vinyl flooring is pretty good. So, but the floors need some work. All the windows are fine. I misheard the description of it. I thought there was a window out with plastic over the window. You just said that there was plastic over the window and the roof got like hail damage at one point. It had to be fixed. I guess the plastic over the window was because the previous person that lived there thought that putting plastic over the windows would insulate the place better or something. I don't know. But when I walked in, it literally looked like a serial killer's house with the plastic and everything, and immediately pulled the plastic off the windows. Windows actually slide open sideways, which is nice. The roofing's actually good. It doesn't have any leaks. It did at one point, but those were actually fixed when the previous person lived there. But yeah, so it needs a lot of love. There are a million fucking cobwebs in this fucking house because the previous tenant basically was a hoarder and had like furniture everywhere, crap everywhere. They had to completely gut this house, and they took, I think they counted 15 full truckloads of stuff out of this house to the landfill. So if you can imagine, 15 truckloads of stuff. There were cobwebs behind all the furniture. Like it just needs to be cleaned in detail. So that's how I got the place cheap. And basically, it's being sold to me is the deal. I'm just paying into it. But it's actually a really cool place. It just needs some love and attention. And you all seen what I did to the inside of my camper van. Like I actually had that thing looking really nice. The kitchen's really nice in here still. It's just old. It's just outdated. Like look at the stovetop. Look at the dials on the stovetop here. Like this place was literally like the stove is probably like 40, 50 years old. At least it's a flat top and it does work. It looks like someone stained it on one of the burners. It's probably the only burner they used. But, you know, I could either put in a new one. Like, this isn't hard. Like, this is easy. You just take it out and go to Lowe's or whatever and buy a new one, put it in there. like a more modern one I could do, or just leave this one. It's got a nice actual stove on over here, or oven, sorry, oven over there on the wall. But huge step up from the apartment. But yeah, you can see the living room. The carpet is just needs to be shampooed. Lady had 3 cats. I did not smell cat pee when I walked in there, though. I will say that I did not smell cat pee. Another issue with the place is it needs a new PVC pipe elbow under the kitchen sink. Apparently, it leaks if you use the sink right here. The left sink leaks out of the elbow, which is down here. And the previous tenant thought just putting duct tape on it would fix it. It didn't. So I'm gonna have to replace the PVC pipe, which that's pretty cheap. That's not expensive. Right side doesn't leak at least, but that needs to be fixed. One of the 2 bathrooms, the toilet has a slight leak to it. Just needs to be replaced. Which fortunately I'm one person. You only need 1 toilet initially to start with, and it's the bathroom that's like a half bathroom in the back, so it doesn't have a shower in that one anyways. So the bathroom with the shower in it, or bathtub or whatever, everything works in that one. So I'm cool with that, and that's the one that's like up by the kitchen and living room. The bathroom in the master bedroom is the one that has like the slight leak, and it doesn't leak a lot. It's just like a little tiny. You notice like a little water on the floor next to the toilet after you flush it, and it's leaking from the top. But so anyways, the house basically needs some love. It needs some work. The same person lived in it for like I think 15 years. They never listed it, like he never listed this property or anything, because I guess like the previous tenant found it through a friend or a friend of a friend, and he rented it to them for like 15 years. And then I just happen to be in the picture now, and now I'm renting it. It's kind of, look at the basement. So yeah, living room's huge. Like it's the living room alone is probably the size of my entire current apartment. Like I said, these pictures really do not do the place justice. And it's really hard to see how big the structure is from the outside of it, because it's very long and it wraps around. So like this is just one angle, and this is a patio area, and you got a door that goes into the kitchen and living room right there. But the bedrooms and all that go straight all the way back, and it's a pretty long house. Like it's, and the property is huge. So all of this here is fenced in. All of this is property. Like it's just really tall grass. Like it needs to be cut. So the guy that's selling me the house is actually going to let me use, until I buy one, lawnmower. He's got a nice electric lawnmower and a weed eater. And I think next Tuesday, that's all I'm doing all day, is I'm going over there and I'm gonna tame the jungle that is growing in this yard, because the biggest thing is I don't want snakes hiding out in this tall grass. I want to cut it as short as I can. And then when I have Valentina there, I'll be able to see if there's snakes out there. She'll be able to see better. She'll be able to, not have to dive and dodge through a bunch of fucking tall ass grass. So what I'm going to do is, if I need to leave or if I have to go all day and leave her, I'm putting in a dog door where the kitchen area is. So she's going to be able to go in and out of the house whenever she wants, even if I'm home. Like if she needs to go out and go potty or whatever, she can literally just let herself out through the dog door. If I'm, gone all day or whatever, she can let herself out and she can go back inside if she wants to. But I'm also going to make the workshop area open for her to be able to go in there. If she wants to still hang out outside and have some shade, I'll put some food and water in there for her as well. But this property, like, you guys don't understand like how big this fucking lot of land is. And the craziest part is, let me pull the video up. Hold on. There is a trout creek, and it is famous for fishing trout out of. I just got to get a fishing license. But how badass is it going to be that I can go trout fishing steps away from my front door, down a couple of stairs to the creek that runs along the side of my cabin, and go trout fishing, clean the fish, and then over a campfire in my backyard just cook the fish. Like, that's going to be pretty freaking awesome. And I mean, I was going to do that with the van. It's a little bit harder because you don't have, like, you know, everything you need in the van. But being that this is my house. And by the way, just so y'all know, I definitely would have gone live today from this property, but the problem is I don't have phone service there, and I don't have internet hooked up because I don't have power. So I can't go live from the property because I don't have Wi-Fi. So I couldn't do the live there. So I'm back at my apartment, but I'm not moving in fully until the end of the month anyways. But I do have the key to the place. At least I had the key. And yes, I am going to be hooking Starlink back up out there. That's what I meant. Like, I don't have Starlink hooked up right now. I'm not turning Starlink on until I get out there and I'm actually moved in, because I do have Wi-Fi, and I have to check and see if, well, first I want to check and see if they can do the Wi-Fi out there. I think they can, because it's got regular utilities and power and everything, so maybe they just have to come install it. But my regular Wi-Fi has been fantastic. Like, the company I go through is great. Like, fast internet, no issues. My bill's only like $50 a month for a gigabyte worth of data, or download speed, I mean. So if I could have that, like, for my online work, I need really high speed internet. So we'll see. If not, I know Starlink will work out there. Starlink is just a little bit more money, and I'm not really mobile, so it wouldn't justify, like, I wouldn't be as mobile as I was with the van. So I can't justify paying $165 a month for internet. How's the Mexican food there? I don't know. There's no Mexican places nearby, so I wouldn't know. And actually, there's not even any pizza places nearby too, which sucks because I like pizza. So I can't even. I'd have to drive like a good 35 minutes to get pizza. Well, so Starlink does have a $50 a month residential plan, but it's still not as fast as cable internet for the same price. So if I can get cable internet there, but if not, I will turn on Starlink. I have no problem turning it back on. That's the cool thing about Starlink, is I own the equipment. I paid for it. I can turn it off and turn it on whenever I want. Just got to pay for it. But yeah, so that's why I didn't go live from there today, because for one, there's no power to my. I take that back. I do have some phone service there, but it's very spotty, and it's only 1 bar of service. So going live isn't an option, but I might be able to, connect through Verizon a little bit out there. It's definitely not enough to do a good stream. Like, you're not going to see anything. It's going to be laggy and horrible. And there's a lot of trees. Like, the property's surrounded by, not right over the house, thankfully, but there's a lot of trees on the property line. There's a lot of bushes. There's actually a lot of shade over the living room area. There are some trees that kind of overhang the house there, I guess, but they're not like hovering over the house. But yeah, this is going to be awesome. Let me pull the video up here. That's what I was actually trying to do. I only have a little short right now. Next time I go out, all right, let me mute this. But yeah, next time I go out there, I'll definitely take better video. when I was filming, I didn't realize that my camera had like a smudge over the camera. And it made it very grainy looking. Usually, this phone takes really crystal clear 4K video. But it was also kind of dark in the house if you can't tell. Like the only light coming in is from the windows because there's no power to turn lights on. But the living room, you can see how big it is, and it goes into a dining area to the kitchen. There's a kitchen. So you got like your oven over here. You got an island here. I could do like some wood bar counter stools or whatever on the other side of this. Um, Huge kitchen, and all of this is granite countertop, like white granite countertop or whatever it's called, or maybe it's terrazzo. I don't know. It's hard. It's not plastic, and it's not wood. But it's either terrazzo or it's granite. I don't know, but it's huge, like the whole thing. Um, yeah, you can kind of get a better look at the nice granite or whatever. And that's from that angle. So right now, that's the fridge in the place. I'm going to actually be getting a full-size fridge, and it's going to go right here. But the previous lady that lived in this place decided to get the world's smallest fridge for a full-size kitchen. And it has a freezer. I mean, I will say this fridge is still bigger than the one I have in my apartment. But I'm going to be getting a full-size fridge, I think, because it's a full-size kitchen. There's no reason to not have a full-size fridge. So this is one of the bedrooms. Kind of an interesting artwork we got going on painted onto this wall back here. Kind of interesting. I don't know what I think about it right now. Not terrazzo? Okay. Well, it's probably granite then. Oh yeah, the lady was definitely really old that lived here. Um, yeah, no, she got evicted actually. I don't know why she got evicted, but she got evicted probably because she didn't take care of the place. But she also wasn't renting to own it. The landlord is selling the place, or was trying to sell the place actually, and he decided like, I'll sell it to you if you want to pay monthly onto the deed. It'll go to you. So I am excited about that. I mean, I will be legally bound into it. Like, I can't just move out. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I'm skipping the lease. Like, I'm skipping essentially the everything else that comes along with owning a house. Um, but my whole thing is, if you can't afford $600 a month for the payment, then like you're not going to survive anywhere in this day and age because everything's so expensive, or everything else is really expensive. So, oh yeah, let me see if I can go back slightly. Man, come on, man. All right, well, I can't go back because every time I try and come down here, the video slides back up. But there's actual closets in both rooms, which I like. I was going to point that out. Look at all the trees. That's what I'm talking about. Look at all the trees. But I still have a wide open view of the house, like the roof does. So solar would work here. Starlink would work here as well. All right, so right here is the creek, or how you get down into the creek. You'll see in a second. All right, so here I am. I'm walking to this thing. They used a pallet as a makeshift door for this. I'm thinking, how expensive can it be to just go to Lowe's and get a chain link door and put it on the pole so you could open and close? Like, one of the gates to drive onto the property has that chain link fence gate that opens and you drive into it and you shut it behind you. So I'm thinking about probably putting one of those here. But for now, I guess the pallet with the solar light in it works. You can see the steps that go down to the creek that's down there, where they claim you can catch trout right in this creek, and there's a lot of them in it. But all this overgrowth has to be cut back. So Just gonna have to go through here with the weed eater and kind of chop everything down. But these steps just kind of go down the mountain here into the creek, and it's only about 20 feet away. It's not that far. And that would be pretty easy for Valentina to get down to with me. Let me see. But I mean, like, given the fact of what I heard of how the place was left, they did do a decent enough job in cleaning it up to where, I'm not like getting the place and there's all this crap in it that I have to like take to the dump or landfill. All right, so yeah, this is what I was talking about. So there's a walk-in closet kind of right here, and there's no closet door. It's just a curtain, which is fine. I'm thinking about turning this room into an office. I think this would be fantastic for me to work out of. Because I don't. What else am I going to do with this room? I'm not going to sleep in that. Why would I pick the smallest room in the house to sleep in? So this is the master bedroom. So I got another closet here, and this is a king size bed. And the video doesn't show the other wall, but basically it's big enough to center evenly. Right now it's just kind of pushed up against this wall, so you could actually center it. But that's a king size bed, so this is a pretty big bedroom, master bedroom. It's got the bathroom on the other wall. Right there, this door goes to the other bathroom, and this door goes to the hallway, which goes that room right there. That door goes to the other bedroom, and then that hallway goes down into the kitchen and living room. And the front door is somewhere in the middle here. So it's a pretty big house. Like, it's pretty big. And the king size bed that's in there is actually brand new, or essentially brand new, because when it was left in there, it had a mattress protector, like a plastic mattress protector completely around it. And he just got rid of the plastic, took the mattress protector off, and that mattress is in really good shape, and it's a very expensive mattress. So I told him, just leave it. I'll take it. I don't have to buy a bed. It's got like the box spring or whatever underneath it already. And it looks to be like pretty brand new. I'm probably going to put a mattress protector on it too because I have a dog. Another cool thing too is there's this wood ladder, and the roof is sturdy enough to climb up there, and there's a flat part to the roof, kind of where the chimney is. You can see the chimney right there. But you could climb up onto the roof, and you could set a chair up and hang out on top of the roof if you wanted to. So that was pretty cool. It's kind of why the ladder's here, so you can climb up onto the roof. But I mean, the patio area is huge. It just needs to be cleaned up. That's really it. Like, it's just overgrown with forest, and you do have this one tree right here that's kind of overhanging on the corner, but it's good to leave anyways. You get some shade. But I do think I'm going to be able to make some really awesome videos building this place out. It's going to be a slow build, by the way. I'm not like in a rush. I have the deposit I have to pay since it's a deed type thing. Deposit, kind of a little bit of a loan, and then the monthly expenses. So like the first couple months, I'm going to be pretty strapped. And then from there, I can I'll be doing a lot of little things the first couple months and building the place out and also cleaning it up. And then after about 2 months, I could start, doing structural work to the inside. So like the entire living room, if I can get it there again, show you guys what I'm going to do in the living room. It's going to look really cool, I think. That's what I'm debating on the carpet. I don't know if I want to keep the carpet. It's not really going to fit the vibe I'm going for. Sucks I can't just rewind the video, but that's why I hate doing shorts. All right, so here's the living room, right? So all of these walls, like, so basically, you all remember the tongue and groove wood paneling I put in my camper van, like the very long, narrow planks, and then you just kind of piece them together and screw them in with deck screws or whatever. That's what I did. So what I'm planning on doing in the living room is going from ceiling to floor, tongue and groove wood paneling, and it would be very easy to do. A lot easier than in the camper van where you have all these weird ass angles and the roof slanting upward. And this is basically you just cut it and to fit with the window seams and all that stuff. I'm going to wood panel the entire living room. Like the whole living room is going to look like a cabin basically from the inside because for one it's going to add extra insulation in there. Two, it's going to look a hell of a lot better. There's not anything wrong with the walls, but I think that like aesthetically, I think it'll look great. And you know, this is my house now, so I can do whatever I want to do to my home, basically. And it's very inexpensive. Like that wood paneling, I forget the exact measurements of it, but I mean like 10 feet of it was like $6 a plank. So basically, I could just do one wall a week, right? Like I could just do one wall a week and have the whole thing fucking done in a month. And then I can decide what I'm going to do with the kitchen. But basically, I'm starting with the living room because this is the room. Look at all that wall space. This is the room I'm spending most of my time in. And since the living room and kitchen are kind of connected, I can even do the wood paneling into the kitchen, which might look nice with this countertop. And all of the cabinets, so every cabinet that you see in this kitchen, I'm going to be restaining. I'm going to go with kind of like a darker stain on them, more of a reddish stain, kind of almost similar to what I did on the countertop in my camper van, like the one that was the long one, very similar. And then I think that would really make it look nice in there because these are very old cabinets. They definitely need a. Some of them need to be sanded and just stained. I think bring them back to life. But no cracks in the ceiling. All the ceilings look great. The walls look great. No holes in the walls. Um, the floors have like the original wood in there, so I might just varnish the floors. I don't know. You can see. Oh yeah, you see the floors are just regular wood floors. So that's kind of what I'm gonna go for. I think. I think it'll look really nice. Where are the missing drawers? Oh, in the kitchen? I don't know. I think the lady took them with her or something, or they broke and they threw them away. But those are easy. I could just build those. I could literally, I have my own workshop. I can just build drawers for the cabinets. And then I already bought the rollers or whatever at Home Depot. I know like how to do all that. So I think it's missing like two or three drawers in the kitchen, one of the cabinets. Let me see. Or I could just turn it into shelves because it's on the end. I don't know. I'll have to look again. Let me see. From the other angle, I think. Yeah, right there. Yeah, this is missing. I think it's missing two drawers right there. So I could either turn it into like a shelf or I could just build cabinet drawers for it. Or I could just go buy something that measures the same thing and put it in there. I don't know. It's not that big of a deal. Um, I don't even know. Honestly, I don't even know what I would put in that, anyways. It's not like I have a bunch of stuff. But you know what the cool thing is? Like, it's I could do whatever I want, which is the first time ever, for me, anyways. All right, so this is a cool little feature on the outside of this house. I hate this. So this is kind of like a little outside cook area. You don't see it in this clip here, but to the right is a like a grill, kind of like a grill oven thing. So you can grill out, and this is like a whole countertop right here. The only thing missing in the middle is a sink, and I think that there used to be a sink right there. And on the direct opposite side of that wall is the sink to the kitchen. So I'm thinking that I could probably put like a little outdoor sink in there. So like, if I am planning on going trout fishing, if I want to clean the fish or cook outside, I could literally have a sink outside, which would be pretty cool. And then you got a little fire pit right here. You can see the chimneys going up. Oops. I lost my place. I don't know why I must have accidentally hit that. Yeah, but on the other side of that wall is the kitchen or the sink. So there's definitely plumbing there for a sink. And since it's outside and just water, I could just have it run a drain to the side of the house into the grass, basically. But yeah, the basement to this place is huge, and I'm kind of excited about the basement. Most people don't ever go in their basements because they get creeped out or whatever. But I think if I put some bright lighting in the basement, some artwork, maybe a couch or an ottoman or a recliner or something, turn it into a game room. Like there's just so many different parts to this property that are pretty cool. All right, here's a better picture. But yeah, this is what I'm talking about. There's a hole right here. This is countertop, that's countertop on that side. Then there's just like a hole. So I don't know, maybe that was for a grill at one point, but there's literally a grill over on the other side of this already. So I could just maybe put a sink in there. Why not? Why can't I put a sink in there? Do whatever the fuck I want to do. There's my electric meter right there. And that's the front door. Or back door, or whatever you want to call it. It's got like a screen door. It's just kind of cool. Okay, why is this not loading in? Bro, what is happening with this computer? Alright, let me refresh this. But yeah, it's just so vast. And you know what? Like, had they completely renovated and remodeled this house prior, I'd probably be paying anywhere from like $800 to $900 a month for it. But because I'm taking it on to, oh, I'm sorry, my bad. I thought I had the screen shared. I'm an idiot. But because I'm taking it on in its current condition, it's a little bit cheaper. But yeah, the basement just looks like a normal basement. It's not, it's a basement. The walls aren't finished. Like, it's all brick or whatever, concrete. Floors are slightly dirty. The floors actually in the basement weren't too bad when I stepped in there. Like, there's not water or anything. But snakes are a thing. Snakes are a thing in the basement because a couple places I've seen where a snake could probably come in that. Nothing a little bit of spray foam can't fix, right? Just a little bit of spray foam. Oh yeah, you can see the cabinets right here. So actually, it does look like it has the drawer. I didn't really look. It does look like it has the drawer. It's just missing the front of the cabinet. You know what I'm saying? Like the lip that would make it close. So basically, if I could probably build myself my own thing to put onto this, and it'll slide out like a front. Or I could even go with a door. I don't even have to do like the front to these drawers right here. I could just do another door like this on a hinge and have it open, and then you just open the drawers. Because I've seen some kitchens that were like that. But yeah, this bedroom here is pretty cool. This bedroom is basically the exact same size as. Well, no, I take that back. It's slightly bigger than my living room that I currently am in. Slightly bigger, or in width, like it's wider by a little bit. Not much, but it's about that big. The back bedroom is what this room here, the bedroom, master bedroom, is actually pretty big. And the bathroom is over here to the left. It's in its own little room. Yeah, there's definitely a lot that I could do with this. Like, you all will see when I start making van life content again. Don't be surprised, and I'm going to be doing it on my own property, in my own workshop, which is back there. I just have to get tools, um, which I'll be getting over time anyways as I'm working on my house. But yeah, like it'll be cool to clean out the. There's a lot of he had left in storage in this garage area. There's actually about 12 sets of French doors in there, and he basically said that I can either have him pick them up or I could try and sell them and keep them. So I don't know. Maybe I can try and sell the French doors and make some money and then clear it out that way. Just have somebody buy them and come pick them up. So there's a bunch of French doors in there I got to get rid of. So, anyways, once that's all cleared out of there, I could pull my car in, open the doors, and just drive my car or whatever in there. But parking on the property is pretty good. Like you have all this space here. You can just pull in through the fence into the property and pull all the way through past the house and then park back here. I can pick a side once I cut the grass. So I think it'll be pretty cool, man. Like this is gonna be awesome. This will be pretty awesome, guys. And we'll get back to originally what this channel was before it, people started following it. I told you guys don't give up on me just yet. It might have taken me a little bit of time, a few months, but I mean, you got to cut me a little bit of a break because just a few months ago, I completely lost my van. Like, there was no saving it. Not in the middle of Minnesota with a freaking rod hanging out the side of the engine block. Like, there was no saving it. Like, it was done. And the fact that I went from that to this apartment within just like a couple of weeks or a few weeks, and then from this to an actual house that I'm gonna own, like I mean, come on, man. Like it's a good comeback story. Like I dumped everything I owned into that van, all my money I had into that van, lost it, was only able to salvage just some things. And then a few months later, I got a house or a cabin, whatever, in the place that I wanted to live in to begin with. Like I wanted to be out here. So I think it's a pretty good comeback story. Just didn't really know what to do with my YouTube channel in the meantime, but whatever. It floated it by in the meantime. And, maybe I'll be able to turn monetization back on once I start getting some videos coming out and make a little side money off of YouTube again. I mean, $100 a month isn't really that much money, but No, I turned it off initially though because like the copyrights on the videos, it was getting outrageous, and they'll completely shut your monetization off if you keep doing it. So I was like, well, if I just turn it off myself, I'll just deal with the copyright warnings on the songs, but they don't strike you for it or anything. So more freedom game streams and stuff to have music in it, more creative for videos that I make, like, this type of content, making the build videos and stuff. I could have music in the videos again. That's not like, I don't know, just copyright free music. Because I don't give a shit about any of that. Like, I didn't start the YouTube channel to make money off of YouTube. Like, I just enjoy putting the videos out there. I enjoy building things and working on things and having goals to work towards. So that's really all this channel is about. So yeah, guys, I think we got ourselves. Well, I have my hands full coming up here, for sure. Definitely have my hands full, but it's not anything I can't handle. I think I'll be perfectly fine. Come on. I don't know why this thing automatically plays. But yeah, it's going to be a fun project for a while, and then before you know it, it's going to be home. Yeah, exactly. Never give up. Even when they think, they got you down and that's it, game over. Just keep pumping forward, keep pushing forward. Things figure themselves out eventually, and and it's not the nicest place in the world, but with a little bit of love and hard work, blood, sweat, and tears, I'm pretty sure I can make that place look like $1 million, and maybe the resale value on that place in the future would actually be good. So we'll see. But anyways, guys, that's going to conclude this. I'll probably be doing a game stream here in a little bit because I like to just chill and hang out at nighttime. So, but thanks for tuning in for the update. This is probably one of my favorite updates I think that I've ever made. It's exciting. It's different. So we'll see you all on the next one, I guess. And until then, peace.
Why does the sun keep on shining? Why does the sea rush to shore? Don't they know it's the end of the world? 'Cause you don't love me anymore. Why do the birds go on singing? Why do the stars glow at night? Don't they know it's the end of the world? It ended when I lost your love. I wake up in the morning and I wonder why everything's the same as it was. I can't understand, no, I can't understand how life goes all the way down. Why does my heart keep on beating? Why do these eyes of mine cry? Don't they know said goodbye. I wake up in the morning and I wonder why everything's the same as it was. I can't understand, no, I can't understand how life goes on the way it does. Why does my heart keep on beating? Why do these eyes of mine cry? Don't they know it's the end of the world? It ended when you said goodbye.